What up, YouTube? So today's gonna be part one of the Acura Rsx base model auto to manual conversion, and I'm pretty much gonna be showing you guys what you need to actually get this car converted. This is gonna be an 05 to 06. So if you look at my last Rsx manual conversion, it was pretty much just an 02 to 04. 05, 06 isn't much different as far as mounting it in and everything else. This one is gonna have a little bit more upgrades though. We're going to be upgrading the brakes. So the base model brakes are definitely way smaller, as you can see. If I had a Type S, would I show you? I do, but I just wanted to show you guys that we're going to be doing that. We're going to be doing the brakes. One thing you do need is the subframe, so we're swapping all that out with lower control arms. So we can pop this hood real fast. We're actually doing a K24 swap on this one as well, so we'll be going over some different things on this one, on how to drop the K24. But first, to start off with, is we are going to be, the way I do it, I'm pretty sure there's other people that say you can use the automatic engine harness, but like I said, I'm doing it a different way, which is just doing everything as much as stock as possible with the manual parts. So we're going to start off with the manual engine harness, which is a 05, 06 Type S harness. We're running a Type S transmission, 6-speed. That's what we're going to be converting with. Type S flywheel with the Exedi clutch. You do need the flywheel bolts and the clutch pressure plate bolts as far as that. And then you need your shifter cables, of course, with shifter box. We're running the stock Type S ones, just because I mean, manual base model would work too as well, so it doesn't really matter as long as you have RSX. We're gonna run a K-tuned master cylinder, since the stock RSX and SIs, they have like the dual valve cylinders, so those actually kind of aren't as good as the stock EK type master cylinder. So we're going to be running that just to be on a better, safer side, and just for better clutch improvement. We are running a K-tuner ECU on this one instead. The last one we did a stock ECU, so that one was pretty much completely stock. This one's going to be a little bit upgraded, and obviously with the K24 we do need to run a better map as far as that, so it will be tunable as far as this engine. So we're going to be running stock Type R exhaust manifold. So I'll show you guys real quick. This car is actually really clean. I actually thought it was a Type S at first, but it is a base automatic, which is actually a good thing, because that just shows you that if you find a clean one of these ones, an automatic, you can do a conversion and it's really not too bad. So these are some of the parts we're going to be using to do the conversion. So obviously the cluster, this is the manual one, and it goes to 160 miles an hour. The base one just goes to 140. We will be running a stock Type R exhaust manifold on this one, and the RBC will be getting upgraded on the intake manifold side. This is the uncut, since it's on the K24. That's actually perfect. It'll bolt right up with no issues. And then supposedly this is the S2000. I'll give you guys the part number. I think it's the S2000 intake tube. If it's not, this is the part number, and this is what we have to use to cut in order to use the RBC to keep it kind of factory under the hood, because we're going to keep the Mugen box. And then we're going to be changing everything, all the motor mounts on here, with new timing gear, a timing chain, and pretty much making sure everything's good with the water pump, thermostat, just to freshen up, make sure everything's going to be running perfect. It's better to do it now than have it swap already in and waste more time. So this is the motor we're going to be using. The transmission is getting built right now with the LSD upgrade and everything. So this is the K24 engine, pretty much stripped down. On this particular build, we're going to do the 50 degree on here. We're going to keep the stock oil pump, since just to keep the engine sounding a lot smoother, I guess. Some people don't like the Type S pump, so I mean it's still going to be, you know, pretty powerful with the 50 degree and the RBC manifold. So That'll be an upgrade. And then we obviously got to do the CRV. It's a 2004 CRV bracket from the passenger side is what we have to do to actually use the Rsx mounts. We'll be using the Rsx water pump housing as well. The thermostat housing, all that will be from the Rsx, but the K24 water pump pipe is what we'll be using for this. So we'll be keeping the water pipe off of this. Like I said, the RBC manifold is going to bolt right up. We are actually changing to a Type S throttle body, so we're going to be running the Type S throttle cable. That'll be changed up. As far as on these K24s also, they don't come with pressure switches. You can disable them, but I just like to have them. I feel like that's just something that you should always have. It's kind of like a safety protocol thing anyway. So yeah, that's one thing you do have to switch if you're running stock as well. And then the crank sensor, you need to use the K21, just so it bolts right up. You can depen it if you know how to depen, and usually these motors do come with the plug right there. You can just do that as well. Like I said, I'm waiting for the clutch that's supposed to come in today, but like I said, you do need the manual bolts for this. So the flywheel bolts are going to be different. You need the manual ones, and then obviously the clutch bolts are different because this doesn't have a clutch. It's a torque converter setup. Yeah, so we're pretty much going to be running 6-speed LSD with a K24 on K-tuner, a 6-speed harness, and then that's pretty much going to be it for this build. We'll be going step by step, and like I said, I'll go over everything once again once we take this motor out and showing you guys exactly what we're going to use off of the base motor. So pretty much we're using the water pump housing, the sensor off of it as well, and then pretty much everything else is going to be replaced. So the exhaust is a little bit different on these two as well, so we're going to be putting the Type S exhaust on here to the Type R exhaust manifold. If you guys have any questions on this build, like I said, the other one's already done, but since this one is a newer one, it might be a little bit different from the last one, and since we're using a K-tuner, it's going to be, like I said, more tuner friendly. We don't have to worry about running the stock ECU and etc. So stay tuned. We will be, the next video, we'll be putting the transmission together, putting this motor K24, pretty much doing the timing chain and doing the 50-degree, putting the new bracket on here, and then we'll be taking the swap out and putting all the K20 parts that we need onto here, and then dropping it right back in. So hopefully by the end of this week, this swap will be ready to go. And like I said, if you guys have any questions, you can hit me up on the comments, or you hit me up on Instagram at RWI Built. Other than that, if you haven't, like, share, subscribe, comment, let me know what you guys think. I'll see you guys on the next video.